So it's my honor to introduce a great friend of Games for Change and someone who I admire deeply. Leo Olebe is a G4C board member and also global head of YouTube. It's not the first time Leo has graced our stage, and he always delivers and inspires and sometimes draws out a few tears in us. His keynote talk will take a look at how community is a key change agent in gaming and how it can guide us towards a beautiful tomorrow. So please join me in welcoming Leo Olebe.
All right, how's everybody doing? Good? Yes? Ready to rock and roll? Been a great day so far. It's exciting to be back here at Games for Change. And I don't know, I have some remarks, some words. Gonna watch a bunch of videos, just kind of hang out together and talk a lot about community. So I'm glad everybody's doing well. It's exciting to be here celebrating 20 years of Games for Change. Thank you so much to Susanna and Aussie and the whole crew. You guys are amazing. I know we're doing lots of rounds of applause. We should keep them up. We'll do more. So I'm Leo. I'm the global head of gaming at YouTube. I've been in the games industry for over 2 decades, so a long time. I started the industry, I had hair and no children. Now I've got 3 children and a dog and no hair. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But I love every single minute of it. And I've actually had the opportunity, as Susanna mentioned, to come here to Games for Change and speak over the preceding years. And every single time I've had this opportunity, I've told a variety of stories. So I'm going to tell a different sort of a story today, but I wanted to really put it all together. So in 2019, I gave a talk called Build a Better Games Community. I went through several different examples of people using the power of games to drive positive change in their communities. People like Lual, I think I see him in the room. Is Lual here? He's in the room someplace. Lual Mayan, as well as Sadia Bashir and Steve Spahn from Able Gamers. I've been hanging out with Mark here as well today from Able Gamers. But these are all people doing incredible things, leveraging the power of games to drive positive change in their communities. That was 2019. Then in 2020, we were all at home, and then the global pandemic happened, took over almost every facet of most people's lives. And that year, I gave a talk called Games Can Heal the World. And we talked about the games industry and various projects that were happening to really help as much as possible with the terrible pandemic that was impacting so many lives. And it was really, really successful. I mean, multiple millions of dollars raised, communities engaged, people who had joy brought into their lives in a magical and amazing way that I think only games can do. In 2021, I actually didn't make it to the festival, but I know that the opening day's talks were about how gaming communities can help with diplomacy and inspire kids to solve the world's toughest problems. And then I came back in 2022, just last year. I was on this stage and gave a talk called Change Matters, Games Matter, and You Matter. And what we did is we went on a journey of really exploring how the world of games manifests and creates opportunities for people all around the world, and how we all have an important role to play. How every single person in this room matters. We all have value, and we all have the opportunity to contribute to a better and more positive future. But here's the thing. Each talk may have looked or acted as a separate entity, but in the reality, they were all about just one thing, which is what I'm here to talk about today, which is building community and the importance of communities. I think you've all probably heard that word a lot so far throughout the festival, and you're gonna hear it more and more and more, and it's something that's just core to the nature of what we do and core to the overall power of games. So I'm gonna be talking about that today as well. We want to acknowledge that we all have a role to play in deciding what our community is gonna be like for us, as well as for future generations. So last year, believe it or not, I will click the slides eventually, don't worry. You're also gonna watch a lot of video in this presentation. Can't be from YouTube and not show a lot of videos. So don't worry, it's not just all Leo talking. There's a bunch of Leo talking bits, but then there's lots of amazing video here as well. So last year we announced that we had over 500 million logged in viewers coming to the YouTube community every day to watch gaming content. That's a massive audience and a massive community. And they're watching everything that you can possibly imagine, from Minecraft to Roblox to literally any game that you can think of. And that's every single day. I'm going to talk some more stats later about the size of this community and how they're interacting on YouTube as well. But a great example of building community around a game is, of course, Mario. And while the world was watching the release of the Super Mario Brothers movie, YouTube also celebrated the Mario gaming community, which passed 100 billion 100 billion views on YouTube. And so what we wanted to do was highlight and feature the Mario community members inside of the celebration, which was then part of the YouTube blog and then also on the YouTube homepage. And of course, the Mario community is one of the oldest and most impassioned communities on the platform, with content dating back to the earliest days of YouTube itself. So why don't we watch a little Mario video?
The mustache, the hat, and 100 billion views.
Hello, it's me, Mario.
I love Mario.
Mario's Teen.
So let's get it.
So, how did we get to 100 billion views? Well, we can go back to some of the earliest Mario videos I remember seeing. Speedruns were huge back then too.
Oh my god!
And today, more speedruns of Mario are uploaded than any other game series.
ノンストップスピードランマラソンでございます。
But we've taken the world of Mario way beyond speedruns.
I did it!
Over 2 million channels have uploaded Mario videos. And someone uploads a new one every 20 seconds.
So it's like my entire life is Mario right now.
Today we're making Mario's favourite dish, spaghetti bolognese.
And getting to 100 billion views wouldn't be possible without Japan. In 2010, our very own Hikakin, one of the country's biggest creators, scored his first viral hit beatboxing the theme we all grew up with. And over 60% of all Mario Maker views come from Japan. But it's not just big in Japan.
This game has just blown my mind in 20 seconds.
All right, let's try out this beautiful level we made. Down, down,
And creators all over the world rally around the game we lovingly fight over.
Who's excited for Mario Kart? Look at me go! Dude, I'm good! I'm good, dude! What? I got third out of that? No!
We got to 100 billion views because it's more than just a game.
Today we're gonna make some retro Super Mario art.
Whoa. Come on!
Next, you're gonna need one of these guys.
Mario hat.
Mario has these overalls. There you have your wonderful Mario mustache.
Then you're Mario.
We celebrate Mario in infinite ways. All right, let's go.
I got Mario painted on my lids.
Let's make some boba. And there she is, all finished.
And with over 2,000 channels dedicated to the Mario universe, we're 100 billion views and growing.
El mundo de Mario Bros.
What? This is cool.
So when you combine the Mario games we love to play,
Oh my god, that's mine.
What is happening?
Yes! There we go. This feels nice.
To the pizza party!
the Mario characters, who we pretend to be,
I spotted Mario.
the Mario universe that we wish we lived in.
It's a me, and a you, and a you.
We get all of us and the magic we make every day.
We did it!
Thank you.
Ta-da!
And that's how we got to 100 billion views.
I won that game coming out of the game.
I think my favorite part of that video is when they're like, it's a me, and a you, and a you, and a you. Like, I love it. And really wanted to show, you're gonna see like some long videos, yes, but like that shows games impacting every single area of people's lives, whatever they're passionate about, whatever they get excited about. We saw cooking, we saw dancing, we saw music, we saw math, we saw art. Like, it goes on and on and on. And I know with everyone that's here today, this resonates with you, and maybe you're here and so you know more than anyone else, but it's always great to get that magical reminder of just what games can do. And I would say perhaps there is no better example of community than Mario, although I might have one, at least for me anyways. But I'll start here with another incredible stat. This is about community, this gaming community on YouTube. Over 120 billion hours of gaming content were watched in the last year. Another thing that a video I wanted to highlight, and by the way, if everybody's curious, like, I've got a lot much serious, crazy stuff to talk about in a little bit. So don't worry, I'll get all dark and depressing. But, you know, we got to start with the fun stuff, for sure. But we focused on May 4th, 2023. Does anybody know what May 4th actually is? May the 4th be with you. Yes, Star Wars Day. And, oh, thank you. And yes, I appreciate that. My kids call me Vader. But, you know, as part of the May the 4th, 2023 celebration, we took the opportunity to also celebrate the Star Wars community. So for somebody like me and my family, like, everyone's like, oh, is there a better example than Mario? Maybe it's Star Wars. I don't really know. But of course, there's generations of fans and enthusiasts. And then we know that Star Wars is going to continue to inspire generations to come. So this is a little bit of a shorter video, but why don't we take a look at some Star Wars community celebration.
Dude, that Wookiee just went flying.
Run, 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 run.
Oh, that was cool.
Okay, the rebels will let up. Move along.
I truly hope you enjoyed this epic outing.
Avenge our Emperor!
Hope cannot save them.
Backstory of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Our protagonist is continuously haunted by visions of Darth Revan.
I can't believe they're using music from Revenge of the Sith. Like, this is hitting home.
After playing this game, I was like, when I play this game, I am Cal Kestis. So I decided that I wanted to make my first ever cosplay.
I think we are all very excited for the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Battle droids? What? Let's go! Yeah!
And may the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
There you go. So may the 4th be with everybody here in this room as well. I love these videos, and I just love how they show off these communities coming together. I played a lot of Jedi Survivor myself. I played a lot of Star Wars games, and it's something that, you know, I just think really resonates, and again, is a testament to what the power of games can do to bring people together. So, and of course, it's always fun to be able to play a Star Wars video at a conference. You know, but one of the most exciting things to me about the videos that we've watched so far, and hopefully everybody has noticed, is the fact that they're so global. And gaming is something that, of course, transcends languages and borders. And I recently did an interview with Expansión, a Spanish language news magazine in Mexico. And as part of this interview, we announced some interesting stats. So did you know that 64% of Mexicans who consume YouTube prefer the experience and worlds offered by video games? So of people who are watching YouTube, like, they prefer to tune in and watch the video game content. Also, 57% of Mexicans surveyed by YouTube think that video games are much more visually attractive than movies. We've heard a lot about the games industry. It's bigger than movies. It's bigger than the biggest entertainment industry in the world, et cetera. But we're seeing it more and more in even like these smaller populations and pockets around the world. And I think it's important to continue to emphasize the role that video games plays in everybody's lives and what they're tuning into and what they're interested in. Google also recently announced programs where we're going to be training game developers, students, content creators, esports athletes in Saudi Arabia. The training is actually going to be held in partnership with entities such as the Ministry of Communication, Information Technology, Center for Digital Entrepreneurship, the Game Founders Program, the Ignite Initiative, as well as the Saudi Esports Federation. As part of this program, we're going to be doing something that we call Google Days. So we're going to be inviting university students to learn from the company's gaming experts and partners from around the games industry. And what we want to do is host training programs with over 250 students from Alasa, Jeddah, Riyadh, Dammam, like you name it, starting this September in partnership with Code. We've also done a workshop specifically around Esports Federation and the Gamers 8 conference for 50 Saudi-based creators and esports players as well. So we're talking about gaming content, channel optimization, how do you develop an audience on YouTube, how to grow engagement with your gaming community, etc. So we're doing our best, as with all of you here, to really bring and highlight the influence of gaming around the world. We're also hosting a special, what they call an Batala session. So part of this is YouTube's Batala program to empower female creators as well. And in jumping over to the UK for a moment, we ran a very interesting study that shows that the gaming community and gaming itself is something that enhances all aspects of a person's life. And we talked about either earlier when I said, you know, change matters, games matters, you matter, and we all have something important to say. We all have value to bring to the table. It also, of course, extends into the world of employment and jobs. So according to a survey by Census-wide, 70% of recruiters in the UK said that they've seen more young people under 25 years old listing gaming as a hobby on their CVs in the last 5 years than they had previously. And I think that's really, really exciting. And gamers are starting to feel good enough about their hobby that they're willing to list it on their resumes. I mean, if that's not a testament for how far gaming has come, then I really don't know what is, where you can actually, you know, for whatever game you're playing and for whatever levels you're solving, people are recognizing that you're building skills that are relatable to the workplace. And that is phenomenal. In the same survey, it gets even better though, and in the same survey by Census-wide, 56% of recruiters in the UK said that they're more likely to hire someone who's a gamer and who could talk about the skills that they've developed gaming. So once again, another plus up into the gaming column for getting jobs. And they said communication, eagerness to learn, good time management, the ability to take initiative were some of the most useful skills to look for. They look for when hiring somebody for an entry-level role, and those are all things that you're learning while playing games. So jumping back over to the UAE and Saudi Arabia for a second, this idea about job skills being important is reinforced even more when we learn that more than 8 out of every 10 recruiters in the UAE and Saudi Arabia are more likely to hire somebody who's a gamer and can even speak about the skills that they acquired through games. So we're in the middle of a movement here, and something that, again, maybe everybody in this room already knows, but is really, I think, transcendent, and gaming moving into another sphere altogether where it's being recognized as something that adds value to every aspect of your lives, especially your employment. I published an article, an op-ed in Wired last week, and they ended with a thought that I think is at the center of the capability and the potential of community in gaming, and this is what I wrote. Unless there's a conscious effort to tackle prevailing stereotypes around gaming, there's a risk that the skills and experiences of a diverse and active portion of the population will be overlooked or dismissed. And by creating an environment that is more open to welcoming an activity that is very much part of the popular culture and welcoming it back into the world of work, we can unlock the untapped potential of gamers. So that's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. We know that gaming builds community. We know that gaming impacts every single area of people's lives. We know that gaming can be a great platform for building unique skills as people enter into the jobs market. It all starts and is centered around this idea of community and why people game and why people game together. That's a lot. I know I just kind of threw a bunch of numbers and facts at y'all. I wasn't even changing the slide, so you've been staring at this thing going like, what's going on? Leo's going to be changing this. No, I really wasn't. But as a closing, and this is, I think there's perhaps no better example of community than what the world saw around the Minecraft creator Technoblade. Is anybody in the audience familiar with Technoblade? Yeah? Yes, there you go. Technoblade never dies. So as I started working on this, I really wanted to share the story of Technoblade with y'all. And I kept trying to think of a way to make the following video shorter or tell a different version of the story, but I failed every single time. So instead, I really, would love to share this video with you. It's rather long, but it's extraordinarily important. And it's important to take the time to be educated and inspired and go deep on understanding exactly how impactful a gaming community can be. So this is going to be a video that still tells the story of Technoblade, a Minecraft YouTuber who had an incredible impact on his community and still does to this day. So I'll come back and say thank you after this, but please enjoy and learn from the incredible story of Technoblade.
Search the phrase Technoblade Never Dies on YouTube, and you'll find tens of thousands of videos that have over 100 million collective views. They all refer to the late Technoblade, a 23-year-old Minecraft creator who won legions of fans thanks to his gaming talent, humor, and courageous life story.
He was talented and also very entertaining.
He would just make you smile and laugh.
He was so much more than just a content creator. So much more than just a Minecraft YouTuber.
Technoblade never dies.
Technoblade never dies.
Technoblade never dies.
But to understand the evolution of the phrase, which has now become a phenomenon, we have to go back to October of 2013, when the then 14-year-old Technoblade uploaded the first video to his namesake channel.
Hey guys, I'd just like to preface this video with an explanation of what goes on because when I am concentrated, I don't talk at all.
And as the teenager grew, so too did his audience, drawn in by his magnetic humor and exceptional gameplay.
And I'm already only getting by the skin of my teeth, and teeth don't even have skin. That's how you know it's messed up.
In 2017, we find the first mention on YouTube of what would become the iconic phrase.
The one rule of Skywars, Technoblade never dies.
No!
Subscribe to Technoblade.
And as Technoblade absolutely dominated Minecraft,
Don't mind me just obliterating this poor player.
the seemingly literal phrase gained traction among his fast-growing fandom.
Technoblade never dies! And he wouldn't! No one was doing what he was doing. He was unmatched.
He even amazed his fans by beating Minecraft on hardcore mode using a steering wheel.
Oh wait, it's just straight up right here. Look at this, I've got my own figurine now. I'm like Batman.
On August 8th, 2019, Technoblade surpassed 1 million subscribers and received his gold play button.
Well guys, we did it. 1 million subscribers. I am now officially a big boy.
The next year, he was invited to join Dream SMP, which features some of the world's best players. It was here his oft-cited refrain would become synonymous with his gameplay.
Technoblade never dies! Never question me again, chat! Iron armor, no helmet, doesn't matter, I do not die!
The live streams grew even beyond the game itself by inspiring art based on the mostly improvised plotlines of the roleplay-themed server.
I have a pickaxe, and I'll put it through your teeth!
And later that year came a now legendary duel. YouTube superstar Mr. Beast challenged Technoblade and Dream SMP founder Dream to a head-to-head battle royale, with the winner emerging as YouTube's supreme Minecraft champion.
No! Technoblade, you animal!
Techno never dies!
Over the following months, Technoblade's channel rocketed to over 8 million subscribers, at which time his growing legion of supporters turned what was a creator's catchphrase into a fandom's rallying cry, perpetuating the slogan,
Technoblade never dies,
across social media, and YouTube comments, and even fan art. Then suddenly, in June of 2021, Technoblade vanished. So what had become of Minecraft's greatest player? Well, he returned to update his fans in the widely viewed video, Where I've Been.
The reason my arm hurts is because I have cancer. I feel a bit silly talking about this with Minecraft in the background.
Technoblade revealed he had been diagnosed with sarcoma, a rare form of cancer. The video logged over 15 million views, with over 50,000 mentions of his iconic refrain, Technoblade never dies, popping up across social media. Fans had reimagined the mantra for a new chapter in the story of Technoblade, repeating it in support of the beloved Minecraft creator. and Technoblade made sure to share his new journey with his audience, touching millions in the process.
I've maxed out the pity factor, dude. The only way it could get worse is if I was still bald, but I've been off chemo, so my hair actually grew back.
And his supporters rallied around him with competitions and fundraisers.
Hey, we hit the goal! Yo!
Through Technoblade's efforts, over $1 million has been raised for the Sarcoma Foundation of America. Tragically, Technoblade would succumb to his illness. On June 30th, 2022, a final video appeared on Technoblade's YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Technoblade's dad. He wrote a message and he asked me to read it to all of you. Hello everyone, Technoblade here. If you're watching this, I am dead. Thank you all for supporting my content over the years. If I had another 100 lives, I think I would choose to be Technoblade again every single time.
The outpouring of grief was instantaneous. Both his friends and supporters responded in disbelief and anger. But they'd find creative outlets for their pain.
Skyblock teaches us that no matter how ridiculous the odds may seem, within us resides the power to overcome these challenges and achieve something beautiful. That one day, we'll look back at where we started and be amazed by how far we've come.
And Technoblade's signature slogan evolved into its final form,
Technoblade never dies.
repeated in tribute to the enduring legacy of the great Minecraft player. In the first days after his passing, Technoblade's final video amassed over 125,000 comments with the phrase,
Technoblade never dies.
Since his death, an average of 300 new videos with Technoblade Never Dies in the title are uploaded every day. It's as if the gaming community is keeping the memory of Technoblade alive, so that he remains among them, even if only in spirit. Before his passing, Technoblade unlocked all of his unlisted earlier videos, creating a time capsule of his life on YouTube. So with the immortal phrase, Technoblade lives on, he lives on in over 900 videos that continue to bring smiles to faces. He lives on within the gaming community that he was a part of, and that continues to support cancer research in his name. And he lives on each time someone uploads their first Minecraft video to YouTube, inspired by the gameplay, the humor, and the charm of their favorite gamer.
So I can kind of not think of a better example. Maybe there are no better examples of the power of community than Technoblade. So we'll end it there, but I just really wanted to emphasize community is everything. Community is how we find each other. Community is how we have the opportunity to change the future of this world that we live in. So I encourage everybody, continue to find your tribe, find your community, help them be positive in bringing people in and not pushing people out. But, you know, maybe the way to end this is very simply, Technoblade never dies. Thanks.